welcome back to the knitcast. Yes, that's right, it is time again for another one. Time's just flying by right now when I'm doing the Vlogtober as well, and I feel like I'm constantly filming, which I am. But today is knitcast time, and I'm going to show you the last couple of items that I finished up this summer, and then we will be up to speed from my long vacation from my knitcast. First off is my Weekender by Andrea Mowry. I did make a blue one as well. I will insert a picture of that here. And I also, the blue is one of my favorite colors. This is my other favorite colors of my own yarns. And the third one is the Autumn Leaves yarn that I will be talking a bit more about shortly. First, I'm going to stand up so you can see. This is my second Weekender. No big alterations except that I did do mine in DK weight instead of is it DK weight? No, she has the heavier yarn. I think she used worsted. Anyway, loving it. I'm pretty much living in this one as well as the blue one. I think the blue one I wore almost nothing else during the entire spring. And now I'm living in this one, pretty much. Yarn is my own hand-dyed yarns, DK weight Blueface Leicester in the colorway Unapologetic. Like I said, it is one of my personal favorites. And if you remember when I spoke about my new knitting project, the Bohemian boho sweater, that doesn't really have a name yet. The first one I did of those is in the same color but in fingering weight. So yeah, I'm very happy about this. It's a fun, easy, quick knit. It goes with pretty much everything. Well, of course, depending on what color you choose, but well, I have a lot of grey and black bottoms, so this goes with pretty much everything I own. And while we're on the topic of my own hand-dyed yarns, I did, when I started doing Vlogtober, the first episode I did, I hand-dyed some yarns, which were the Autumn Leaves. This is also DK weight Blueface Leicester. And my thought was that I was going to make another Weekender in this color. And I'm not sure if I will, but I might. I will need 5 skeins, but I do have another skein tucked away from before. So I might just do another Weekender in this one. I am also contemplating doing a cropped sweater, which is, I don't really wear that. I'm usually more comfortable with the longer items. But, you know, you could have like a flowy, flared kind of shirt underneath it, and then a crop top. I think I would be comfortable with that. So I was considering doing something like, what's it called? The Ursa, I think? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This might become a cropped sweater, or it might become another Weekender. Time will tell. Last item that I finished this summer were, and this is a forever ongoing project, these are my excuse me, Viper Pilot socks, and I'm not sure I will be able to, the camera will be able to pick this up. I think, yeah, maybe. This is, oh shoot, I forgot the designer's name. But if you search for the Viper Pilot socks on, or just Viper Pilot on Ravelry, you will find these. And these were inspired by the Battlestar Galactica series. And so of course I had to have them because I am a sci-fi nerd. So I first made one pair for my sister for Christmas several years ago, and had a lot of fun with it, and I really wanted to make a pair for myself as well. And I wanted it to be kind of a you know, like a deep space kind of color. But I ended up using dark purple, which is, well, this guy can be sort of dark purple sometimes. And I wanted something sparkly to, you know, like for the stars. So I decided I was going to use like a silver thread along with the yarn that I used in knitting. I used Östergötland's Visjöull. And I paired it with a silver thread, and it was a pain in the you know what. I am never doing that again. So this project took me, I think, 1.5 years before I finished it, because that silver thread was just, it just kept tangling. It was a mess. It was a mess. It was not fun to work with, and I'm never doing that again. And I will advise you to not do that either. But the finished object is kind of nice, all the sparkles. So I'm still happy about that, but I'm never knitting these again in that way. However, I do want to knit these again in just plain yarn, or, you know, maybe a yarn that has some stellina or something in it, but I'm never holding double with silver thread again. Never. Something else that I have been working on for a while that has been kind of my on and off potato chippy project to, when, you know, when I wanted to watch a movie and not think too much about what I'm doing. And I cannot sit still through an entire movie and not do something with my hands, so I knit. So I needed something that was an easy cast on. And last time I was knitting on these leg warmers. There are 2 now, and they are all done. Well, I need to weave in the ends, of course. The leg warmers are done, and this is an entire set. I finished the fingerless mittens first of all the items in this set, like so. And these also have some decor, and my thought is that I'm going to do the same decor on all the pieces, one way or the other. So I still need to do that. I've only done that on this mitten. Fingerless mittens are done, and these are all even woven in the ends. And the hat is done. And how's that? I'm going to, I think I want to put a pom-pom. Oh yeah, I am going to put a pom-pom on this. Hang on, I do have it here. There we go. Something like that. Felt appropriate. Felt very me. Very me. So, a nice hat, a bit slouchy. And this is in DK Weight Bluefest Leicester as well, same as I did my sweater in. And it doesn't itch. I guess if you're very, very sensitive, you could kind of feel it a little bit, but to me, I'm good. I could totally wear this next to skin, there's no problem. So, I'm probably going to be wearing this a lot, I think, this winter. But I do still need to finish the decorations for that one. And, oh, what a lovely hairstyle. But while I'm on the topic of hats, I have made another hat. And this is something I've been thinking about for a while. More of just a fun knit. And kind of tricky to do this when you don't have a mirror, but something like that. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's the blue and the green color in this one are the same as in my first weekender, the blue one, and from this green one. So I have both colors incorporated here. And I wanted to make a hat that would go with both sweaters, like a set. I don't know, I have a thing for sets. So, yeah, I whipped up this project, and I still have more yarn left over, so I don't know, maybe I'll do some mittens or something. I'm also contemplating putting a pom-pom on it. I don't know, what do you think? Something like that? I think so. I like this, I really like this. I do need to order more pom-pom because I'm running out of those. almost want to keep this on, but it's too hot inside. Oh, that's a lovely hairstyle. Well, that's what you get. Well, I'm kind of just racing through all my finished objects today, but I don't want to make this video forever and a half long, so bear with me. I do have one more finished object, or one more that is several finished objects. Last year I knitted these cute little pumpkins, which I absolutely adore. And I've been wanting to make more in different types of yarn and in different sizes to, you know, use for decorations everywhere in my house. But I just kept, you know, I didn't get around to it. But I decided this week it's time I need to do that. So, yesterday and today I have been on a pumpkin knitting binge, I guess. So I have made 4 more. And this, I'll have to put 2 of them down. These are in just leftover sport weight yarns that I had lying about. And they are so easy, so fun to make, takes no time at all. And I was thinking about making this a free download. I don't know how you feel about that. Would you like that? Yeah, I'll try to do that. I'll try to do that actually. It's such a nice, easy way to decorate your whole house for fall and for Halloween, and you still get a bit of crafting out of it, and it doesn't cost a lot. You can use any yarn. Doesn't matter what yarn weight. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting fuzz in my throat. Doesn't matter what yarn weight. You can use fingering weight. You could use lace weight and make it like a really tiny pumpkins, or you can use bulky yarns and they will look good regardless. So I'm gonna try to get around to that and type up that pattern for you. So, oh, I'm loving these. These look so good, don't they? I need to make more. I definitely need to make more of these. Yeah, that's it for finished objects this week. We actually we're through all of them. But I do, of course, have more knitting. I have been working on my boho sweater that I mentioned. I did the green one is finished since way back, and I'm working on a autumn leaf colored one, and this one is really tricky to show. Oh, I don't know if you can tell, but the sleeves are done, and I'm currently, there's a huge hood on it which I'm currently working on. That's the neck right here, and this is the hood, and as you can see it's ginormous, and I still have like 4 inches left before it's completely done, and I was hoping I would have it finished by this week, but sadly not. There were pumpkins to knit and hats to design, so you know, and I quite frankly I needed a bit of a break because this is a lot of stockinette knitting. And also I should say that if you want to do this pattern later on, once I publish it, you can of course omit the hood. You do not have to do that. You can just skip that part completely. That's no problem. The pattern allows for that. But I have been working a bit on this one, and will be continuing working on it for some time more. Next time I will have this finished and photographed for you. Hold me to that, because I really need to get this hood finished. And yeah, I have one more thing I want to show you. Okay, last work in project is another hat, and this is also in DK weight yarns, and this one is pink and purple, and I just realized I've forgotten what I call this, and it will be combined with this yellow orangey one called Baby Light My Fire. Dianthus is this one, I just remembered. This is a very, very unusual color combination. I would not have come up with this one myself. And the thing is, my 16-year-old, my middle child, turned 16 on Friday, and he gifted me last Christmas a gift card where he said he wanted us to design something together, some kind of knitted item. And he does not do knitting, he doesn't crochet, he's not into yarns at all, but he is a very skilled illustrator and draws amazing pictures. And he wished for some canvases and acrylic paints and so on for his birthday, so naturally I gifted him that. And the same evening he painted this, his first painting, and I was sitting there and when I was finishing up this hat, and I said, you know what, I want to knit another hat. I want another kind of small, quick project, because I've been doing a lot of big garments lately, so I'm enjoying having the smaller, fast knits. And it dawned on me that we hadn't done that project yet, that collab, if you mutual design project. So I suggested, why don't we make a hat our project, our common design, a mutual design. And he said, yay, let's do that. And I decided what it was going to be a hat, and he decided he wanted it to be in these colors. And I dove into my web shop and to check what I had, and came up with these two. And he thought, you know, yay, do that, let's use those. So I am now knitting a hat. I have just finished the brim, and I'm going to start the pattern, which he also got to choose, and it's one that looks a bit like fur. I can't explain it, I'll have to show you once I get going on this. And I'm really looking forward to it, because I would never have thought of using that stitch in a hat pattern. So it's really cool. It's I get to do the hat. He has decided the colors and what type of pattern we are using for it. And yeah, that should be done by next time I do my next podcast, knitcast. So really looking forward to that. It's quite exciting to have a mutual project like this and not be in total control of what is going to happen and what it's going to look like. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, that's it for knitting. That's it for knitting. I do have one more, to me, quite exciting update. The sock repair project is finally done. Yay me! 25 pairs of socks, I will insert a picture. 25 pairs of socks and 1 pair of felted slippers have now been repaired and are ready to go for winter, and I'm so happy about that. Several of these, I'm looking at them right over there on the other couch. Several pairs of these are my favorites in different ways, and I haven't worn them in quite some time because they've been sitting in that box waiting to be fixed. So I'm very, very happy about that, but finally having that done. And yeah, I'm just going to tuck them into my drawer, and I'm ready for winter. That's it for today, guys. I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm a bit tired today. It's been a very, very busy past 6 weeks for me, so I'm going a bit slower today. I am planning on having a bit of a spa time, home spa thing later on. I might even get out my scissors and try to do something about my hair, because disaster. Yeah, I'm just going to relax a bit, take things a bit slower. I will, of course, be continuing doing Vlogtober. I hope you are following along on that. I do a small episode every day now during October, and I will also be doing Vlogmas, at least that is my plan. So, yeah, I hope you are having a good week as well, and if you too are in need of a bit of a rest and a bit of a slow down time kind of thing, do it. Take care of yourselves. And yeah, that's it for me for this time, and I will be back in 2 weeks with another knitcast, so I will see you then. Bye!
Looking for nobody else. I've got